horizontal settings. But I found this news to be rather alarming. There's a giant helicopter right above me. Lyft is getting rid of, or are they getting rid of black and black SUV? What's going on? They made a big decision a short while back to get rid of Lux. Now, black and black SUV? What's the long-term game plan there, Mr. David Risher? Are they abolishing all their top-tier platforms? And I'm thinking their strategy is the following, right? Let's just be the rideshare service, the affordable rideshare service for the everyday guy. Let Uber have the black, the SUV, the Lux categories, and let's box them in to those platforms, and we start branding ourselves as the rideshare company for the regular guy and for the regular girl, right? Because the truth is, Lux and SUV cost a lot of money. Now, in my world, I have 58 vehicles for lease at $650 per week. That's good money, right? But why do drivers stay on my lease with me? Because the car is made available to them for the higher Uber categories, for the higher Lyft categories, and then also with the state's licensing in California, the TCP, the transport charter permit, they can build out their private clientele. And I train my drivers to build out their own private clients. Every double booking, triple booking, I push onto my drivers that have vehicles in my fleet program. And I think the Uber fleet program will never go. It's one of their big money makers. I mean, I know people that have 150 vehicles on the fleet program. I mean, I only have 58 compared to someone who has 150 in Arizona. So I do believe, and let me get a few shout outs here. Mario Cedillo in the house, Robert Fedusky, Randy Marsh in the house, Medina's in the house, Olego's in the house. Who else is in the house? Just want to give you guys a shout out. I am right now a few hours up north to San Francisco. As I said, all business this weekend. I'm meeting with law firms. I'm meeting I think what I'm most excited about is that I'm meeting with senators. I'm meeting with some politicians in Yosemite at the Tenaya Lodge. All booked out. Expensive address. Obviously, that's where a lot of the politicians are rubbing shoulders. And I got an invite up there and say, hey, if you want to meet a lot of the movers and shakers, come up here, Torsten. I got a hotel room for you, and that's from one of my best friends who's a US senator. So I'm driving up, and the reason I'm driving up, I mean, I could have flown up. I'm doing so many different little trips. Silicon Valley, I'm going to meet with some investors and angel investors. I'm going to also meet with a guy, Edward Escobar, who's going to be doing my the gig part of my channel in Spanish, Uber and Lyft Espanol, who's also going to be doing the AI part of my channel, who's also going to be doing the trucking part of my channel. So my intention is to really grow the numbers and reach a lot of people. I do believe in the big picture, we need the truckers, right? The truckers. We need the taxi drivers and the truckers on our side. They have some of them have powerful unions behind them. Now, back to this troubling news that Uber is abolishing black and black SUV. Why is it that the companies came out and were literally pushing EVs, electric vehicles, a lot of that being the Tesla X and the Tesla Y, specifically Tesla Y. Oh, go out there, get these extra rewards, these green rewards, this extra money per trip. And by 2023, we're phasing out all regular combustion engines and we want to be fully electric, go out and buy your electric vehicle. Go out and buy your Uber Y. Go out and buy your your Tesla Y, your Tesla X, your Tesla 3, your Tesla S. So if they were out there pushing that, including Risha, why does he then turn around and my friend send me a message? They said, oh, my Tesla Y, and please do report if the same is happening to you, or your Tesla X. So going through some mountains here. Why is it that Uber and Lyft pushing these EVs onto drivers, and now they are abolishing black and SUV? They wrote an email to several of my subscribers. Oh, your Tesla Y no longer qualifies as of 22nd of July 2024. So you just went out based on their campaigning and bought an EV, especially the people in New York, right? Only then to find out 3 or 4 months later that there's been a complete bait and switch, and they're abolishing Lux, they're abolishing black and SUV, which is also going to impact my business. And you've laid out all this money. So do report if you had if you went out and got a Tesla Y or a Tesla X for those purposes, and now they're throwing you under the bus. And my friend just bought a 2024, a brand new Tesla Y. And suddenly I get this flurry of text messages and emails. Hey, what's going on? Rideshare Professor, are they getting rid of black and black SUV? I think they are. I honestly think they are going to completely abolish the upper tier platforms, SUV, black, Lux they've already done, certain comfort categories, because Lyft wants to be known as the rideshare company for the regular guy and girl, right? The cheap stuff, all the cheap stuff. And let Uber let's brand Uber into that corner that people think, oh, Uber is only for the upper echelon, for the upper platforms. And let's brand ourselves as the run-of-the-mill, and that's where the majority of the market is, right? That's at least where 85-90% of the clientele are on shared and regular. And then with their Women Connect, where it's a woman driver with a woman passenger, that's also working out very, very well for Lyft. It's really grown their clientele. I think they got a lot of women from the Uber platform switching over to Lyft because of Women Connect. Peter Sorrell's in the house, Massachusetts. How are you doing, my friend? Martin Munoz is in the house. Mike Laverne's in the house. Jacoby's in the house. Jimmy Brownet's in the house. What do you think their strategy is here? And again, why would they come out and push EV? Hey, you got to get an EV. We have these EV incentives. Everything has to be EV by 2020, 2030. And a few months later, they're throwing a lot of those EV buyers under the bus. Lyft is throwing a lot of those EV buyers on the bus because they went out there getting a larger EV or a sort of a larger sedan to get onto black, or maybe a larger hybrid, maybe like a Highlander to get, or an SUV to get onto the higher categories, and then they're just pulling the rug. Is it a dangerous move? Is it a smart marketing move? I truly think the logic behind. Scott Tucker, I finally got an email from Cybertruck saying your car's going to be delivered in January 2025. But what is going on? What is the big picture here? And I mean, I've really thought about this. I think that David Risher, who in every interview says, I'm customer obsessed, he wants to appeal to the little guy. He wants to appeal to 85-90% of the market that want cheap trips. right? And I think that's what they're going to concentrate on. That's how they're going to brand themselves. Hey, Uber, you take the blacks. We just going to deal with the general public. And I do believe that is Russia's strategy. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a different opinion. Stefan's in the house, bought a 23 Jeep Wagoneer. It's a beautiful car. And it will, so I have a question for you, because I haven't received the messages on my Suburbans and Cadillacs yet. I'm sure it's coming. But this is an interesting question to Stefan. He says he bought a 2023, which is literally brand new Jeep Wagoneer L. Stunning car. Stunning car. I've driven 3 or 4 of the different Wagoneer types because I was thinking of buying them. Last July, so that's less than a year. Now he's being told. So did you officially, Stefan, can you confirm that you no longer qualify for black and SUV on the platform? If so, I'm going to have to rock and roll and make some big decisions, maybe offload some of my vehicles. I mean, I buy my cars at the auction for dirt cheap. I mean, I get prices like, if I always resell my cars, I always make $15,000 on the resale, because I literally buy these vehicles so inexpensive from Florida and Texas. I ship them in, or from Nevada, and I get top dollars in California. So can you confirm, Stefan, this would be Wagoneer? That's a big car, right? I'm talking about the big boys, the big cars, the Suburbans, the Wagoneers, the Escalades. Can you officially confirm that you received an email or a message or a text message that your car will no longer be allowed? There it is. He said, coming on July the 22nd, I will no longer be allowed. Wow. That is dangerous news. A lot of drivers are going to take a hit on this one. Why? Because you went out and committed to that type of vehicle. I would, honestly, if I was you, Stefan, and I'm going to do the same as well. If I love initiating a lawsuit if I see the opportunity to make money from Uber and Lyft. I mean, I've sued Uber and Lyft cases, but if they bait drivers, especially, I'm going to do this with my Tesla X. Went out, get a Tesla X, because they're marketing it to you, or you can make extra money on the platform, and then a few months later they're switching on you and saying, oh, your Tesla Y and your Tesla X no longer qualifies. I would literally sue for that. And you know, I think the maximum I could make on that one vehicle is $12,000 in a small claims in California, because that's a slam dunk. Quick results, quick money. Company misled me. I bought this car, was sending me these messages I could earn $1 more for an electric vehicle, and then a few months later they changed course and abolished that platform. So first they lured me in, they baited you to buy this vehicle, right? You then bought the vehicle, you spent additional money on top of a regular car, you spent additional money, you made that investment only to be thrown under the bus a couple of months later. That I would argue that drivers could sue on that. Kenneth Jones in the house, bought a 2023 GMC Yukon XL last year when starting a black car service, and 2024 Cadillac. So here's what you need to do there. So up to July 22, you literally have to go after every, listen to me carefully, go after every Lyft client in the next 2.5 months. Try and get as many, every single one you aggressively recruit. You then always, I do believe this is secure, because I know from insiders that Uber Fleet, the upper echelons, is a big money maker for Uber. And what's going to happen now, this is what's going to happen. is that a lot of those Lyft drivers that were on black, and if you disagree with me, please put it in the comments. A lot of those Lyft drivers that have received this message are going to be ending up full-time or exclusively, obviously, only on the Uber platform. Maybe you switch over to Lyft XL if it's slow. But I do believe that Uber is going to pick up a lot of those drivers, those Suburbans, those Wagoneers, Tesla Y, Tesla X. So they should see a big boost. I very, very, very much doubt that Uber would abolish that black SUV Lux category. And I also believe that David Risher wants to box them in. Hey, we the regular company, for the little guy, come to us. Where 85-90% of the market is. We're customer obsessed, we customer obsessed, we customer obsessed. Want to concentrate on all the little fish, the quantities, the bulk. You, dear Uber, you know what? You take the upper echelons, you take the upper categories. So what this says to me, a lot of those more sophisticated riders or passengers that were getting this black SUV on Lyft, riders now, passengers, will switch to Uber because Uber hasn't abolished those platforms. And a lot of the drivers that can now no longer, as of July 2022, operate on Lyft are going to be driving way more for Uber. Yes or no? Agree or disagree with that statement? We have Baby Love in the house. We have ATC driver in the house. If I do get cut off, it's because I'm driving up to San Francisco. And I'm in a area where cell phone reception is not too great. We have 117 people in the house. I only have 8 thumbs up. Please, guys, smash the like button, right? I mean, I'm literally driving up to San Francisco right now to go batting and fighting. Thank you, my friend. That's for the gas up to San Fran. Appreciate you, my brother. Rideshare Rodeo in the house. Steve, go to his podcast, go to his channel. Steve, let's do an interview soon. This is pretty big news. Let's catch up. Rideshare Rodeo in the house. And I will use that $10 towards gasoline in Maso Gasolina. Heading up, here I am, see, heading up through these areas, heading up to San Francisco to go and battle it out. So hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Only got 10 likes, 105 people in the house. Smash that like button. Well, someone said they're only doing away with 2016 and earlier models. That's, unfortunately, I wish I could believe that, but I have literally received this message with people who have 2017 and 2018 and 2021 and 2024 vehicles. So we'd have to see. If you got the message on a 2016, that was addressed to you, but these people have 2021 and 2024 vehicles, and their cars will no longer qualify on black and SUV. So that 2016 theory is unfortunately not correct. Thank you, Diamond Pikachu, on my way up to San Fran. I'll be in San Francisco, I'll be in Silicon Valley, and I'm gonna be in Yosemite meeting with politicians, with senators, in Silicon Valley, meeting with angel investors, and up in San Francisco, meeting with law firms and maybe trying to get into Uber and Lyft headquarters. I'm going to give it a try. Security is going to stop me. Watch me. They'll stop me. We have Rodeo throwing it down twice. I better give another 10. Hopefully, oh, he threw down $20. Love you, brother. Appreciate Rideshare Rodeo. $20 towards gasolina towards San Francisco. It'll be a fun few days. I'm going to report on the progress. I think what I'm most excited about are my Sunday meetings up in Yosemite. I'm going to have breakfast with a couple of politicians. I always know I get the credit card out, I pay. Because if you pay, they sort of owe you one. You know what I mean? Or they don't forget, this guy paid for my breakfast. And this is a beautiful lodge. You can look it out, Tenaya Lodge. We're going to stay there. Daytona's in the house. Emily Sutton's in the house. New York, Dennis Taorus from Long Beach, baby. What up, my friend? Hope to see Dennis soon. He's a true warrior. Look at that puppy. Look at that old. Imagine you could have that on the Lyft to Uber platform. That looks like an old Ford. Smash the like button. We're on 21 likes. We have 112 people in the house. Smash the like button. Going up to San Fran to go and fight for drivers. Try and make a difference. Sure, I'm a one-man show, but I'm a one-man show with 100,000 warriors behind me, right? With 100,000 soldiers. And I don't just have the Rideshare Professor channel, I also have other channels. So collectively we're strong, my friends. Collectively we win this battle on social media, right? We just keep on outing them on social media. There's a nice steep road here. Nice and beautiful green, hilly, going through some hilly mountains here. A lot of traffic north to San Francisco. 405 north, that's 100% correct. 405 north. Through the mountains, through the valleys. Let's see this puppy here. What is this? Is this an Uber vehicle? This looks like an old, this also looks like an old racing car here. That's a real old timer. Is the guy going to go and race that? Hi there, Lily's in the house. Israel's in the house. And these trucks are flying up here. So that's it. It's troubling. It's troubling when you receive numerous. Check, this guy is flying through traffic. I guarantee he's going to hit and go into the left lane. This guy is flying past the trucks. Check this red demon here. There he goes, zipping around, left, right, left, right, left, right. Truckers. So soon we're going to have truckers in our channel as well. We're going to be introducing a trucking section. So guys like that, or guys like the guy over here who's a driver, is a trucker, right? He's a hardworking people. They're all going to start appearing in our channel. I mean, I'm literally driving past trucker after trucker after trucker. I like truckers. They're hardworking people. They're real people. Real freaking hard workers. And they make some good money in the trucking world. So we're going to be introducing a trucking section to the Rideshare Professor channel, an AI section, and a Uber and Lyft Espanol for our Spanish community. I'm getting a lot of messages in Spanish. So here's another trucker. Look, I'm just parking behind the truckers. Hopefully all you guys in these trucks soon appear in the YouTube channel. And another one. Check out this guy racing around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. I think this guy is racing me. This guy here. Whoa, buddy. There he is. There's his arm. Sorry. Lagging a bit. So you're heading up to San Francisco for some meetings. Hope to get past Uber and Lyft security. I'm going to ask them if I can speak, if some director or executive wants to come down and talk about safety, and hey, I doubt it. I think it's like about a 0.5% chance that one of those directors or executives would like to talk to me. They don't like me at all. But law firms like me. I'm going to be meeting with one group of lawyers that represents sexual abuse, sexual harassment cases, drivers and riders alike. And then Sunday we're going to have fun at the Tenaya Lodge, meeting with some senators and touching through Silicon Valley, meeting with some investors that I've met years and years and years ago when I got into the .com business. So it should be fun. And here we are, beautiful drive on the way up. No cities, no houses, just mountainsides and highways and trucks and cars. And welcome all. Hit that like button. It looks like this, right? Hit that like button if you're happy I'm going up to San Francisco to light some fires and to create some storms. Create some storms and light some fires. If you like that, hit the like button. Are you affected by, or did you get a message, hey, your car no longer qualifies as of July 22nd, 2024, you are no longer eligible to drive on black or black SUV. Check out the views. There's another trucker. Did you get that message? And again, I'm going to repeat myself here, but Uber and Lyft made a major push for drivers to get EVs. A lot of drivers went out to get Tesla Ys, Tesla X's, right? Only to be thrown under the bus. Like my buddy was extremely upset. He sent me the Sorry about that. We have very bad reception in the mountains. Make the video short and pick up late a little bit when I'm maybe having lunch in a city or so, or in a town where there's cell phone service, because out here it's pathetic. With 78 people in the house, 34 likes, smash the like button. Did you receive one of those messages? Does this affect? So we're going to end the live feed here and then pick up in a few hours' time. Apologize, but there's just too choppy. I'm in the mountains. I'm just not getting any cell phone service. So if it lags again, I'll be out. Let's see how far it goes. Did you get that? Sky's in the house, Camilla's in the house, Tornado's in the house, Steve Buddy's in the house, giving you all a shout out. Heading up to San Francisco to go and light some fires and create some storms. I have a feeling it's going to knock the signal out again. If it does, I'll end the live.